NK Telco Sports welcomes you to our coverage of high school basketball, where the St. Henry Redskins will take on the Minster Wildcats. Tonight's game brought to you by the following sponsors: First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, Grand Lake Health Systems, Orchards Family Floor Store, and NK Telco. Good evening once again. I'm Dave Helmstetter. With me tonight, Jeff Enchin from Minster, a Midwest Athletic Conference game between the Wildcats and the Redskins. And we come into tonight's game, the Redskins 6-3 on the season, Jeff. Two of those three losses in overtime. The other loss to number 2 ranked Varsity. So the Redskins, but Coach Rosenbeck concerned about inconsistency in his team's play.
Well, they've lost some very competitive ball games and easily probably could be undefeated. The Varsity team is very good. The other two losses, like I said, in overtime, so they're just probably plays away. You go back and you go through with a fine-tooth comb because you feel like you could have won those games, but you need a full 32 minutes when you play good competition, or you got to play better minutes than what they do, and they came up just a bit short. They got a big stretch here. They got a big game tonight, and they play tomorrow against front runner in the league, Versailles, in a makeup game tomorrow afternoon. And Versailles will come in with fresh legs. Their game tonight got canceled. So first things first for St. Henry, got to take care of Minster here on the road.
And for the Minster Wildcats, the message is really the same from Coach Michael McClurg. They're 3-4, looking for consistency. They have no seniors on the team, and he wants to see his team play 4 full quarters.
Well, that would be well said. They're going to have to do it. They're looking for maybe a true leader without any senior leadership, and they're battling some injuries and such. So, they don't have a full staff. They're still waiting for some players to kind of get in the groove, and at times they look really sharp. But like with the case of teams, when you struggle and you're playing a good team and you struggle more than they do, you come up on the losing end. They've lost a few in a row here, so they're going to look to try to bounce back and get a win here at home and maintain just that one league loss if they want to run for the shot here, but to have their hands full tonight against a very high-quality St. Henry ball club.
Yeah, Minster's lost 4 of their last 5, including a league contest against Parkway by 3 points. So it's early in the league season, but all of these games are really big if you want to be a MAC contender.
Yes, you're right.
And I think in the MAC, I think it's going to be a wide-open affair.
One of the coaches I was talking to before the game from St. Henry said, you just never know when you're playing a MAC school what's going to happen. It's one game at a time. You go 1-0, and you just take care of business at the time that you're playing.
Yeah, and Minster, when Coach McClurg talks about that inconsistency, they could come out and shoot 50-60% from the field. They've got the size inside and just have a great game. You just never know what you're going to see. And it's like the junior varsity game. St. Henry just shot the lights out of it in that JV contest and pushed a running clock on the Wildcats. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we will have our national anthem as the crowd rises. Our national anthem here on NK Telco Sports. The Minster Pep Band will be doing the honors.
The Hometown Opportunity Platform is exceptional.
It is focused, laser focused on the careers in our 4-county region.
100% of the time we go to Hometown Opportunity. We've had great success from a handful of applications when we need them, as well as a recent one where we had 67 applicants.
Honestly, it's a competitive advantage.
The hometown experience has been everything I could have dreamed of and more.
St. Henry comes into tonight's contest under head coach Eric Rosenbeck. They are 6-3, 2-1 in league play. Minster Wildcats are 3-4 and 0-1 in league play. Introducing tonight's officials. I think you got those. There we are. Andre Bumpus, Tyler Lee, and Larry McCrae are officials for tonight's contest here at Minster. And now we'll go to our starting lineups tonight. Thanks for joining us here on NK Telco Sports. It's always great to have a Midwest Athletic Conference game on a Friday night. Devin Delzeith, number 2 in the starting lineup, averaging a little over about 3 points per game. Number 4, Caden Bergman, a 6-foot senior, averaging 9 points a game. Number 5, Evan Bowers, a 6'2 senior, averaging 18.4 points per game. And number 11, Logan Link, a 5'10 senior, averaging 6.3 points per game. And number 24, a 6'5 senior, Luke Bikey. Luke scoring at a 14.0 points per clip. And now the starting lineups for the Minster Wildcats as they'll dim the house lights, as is the custom here. Student body comes out onto the court. Cheerleaders in place. And the home team Wildcats will be introduced. A 6-foot sophomore, number 1, Cole McClurg, averaging 8.6 points per game. Number 4, Cole Richard, 14.6 points per game, leading scorer for the Wildcats. Another junior, number 12, Logan Steffi, averaging 12 points per game. And number 15, a 6'3 junior, James Niemeyer, and I think this is his first action of the season. So Niemeyer in the lineup. And number 42, the 6'8 sophomore, averaging 8.1 points, plus an impressive 10.6 rebounds in Cole Albers. Now let's move on to our keys to the game tonight, all brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. First, for the St. Henry Redskins of Coach Eric Rosenbeck.
Coach Rosenbeck stresses that Minster gets one shot only, so offensive, you need to be sound on the defensive glass, don't allow second shots. And St. Henry also wants to push the ball, but don't be too pushy, if you will, and create a lot of turnovers. They want to have less than 10 turnovers tonight, and they also want to get 40% of their offensive rebounds, so they're right at 39% now, but they feel it's critical to rebound their own missed shots. And for the Minster Wildcats, they want to control the pace. I think St. Henry wants to push it, and Minster wants to slow it down, play their style. They also want to win the rebounding war and play, as we talked about at the beginning of the game, a full 32 minutes, a full 4 quarters of basketball to stay competitive throughout the whole contest against, again, a very high-quality Redskin team.
And good news immediately for Minster as James Niemeyer back into the lineup. That's great to see for the Wildcats. First jump shot no good, and Redskins will have the basketball.
Mentioned in our pregame the full consistency for the Wildcats, battling some injuries and illness and such. Pleasant surprise to see number 15, James Niemeyer, his first action of the season.
And that's a big addition to the lineup as the Redskins have the basketball. Working inside, ball tipped away.
Well, there's Niemeyer getting on the ground after a pretty aggressive play and aggressive hustle. It doesn't come up with a steal, but that type of play kind of builds a lot of energy for your team, and even the hometown fans were pleasantly happy to see that action.
Interesting that there's a conversation with the official and James Niemeyer after that hustle play, or what I would call a hustle play. Bergman with it, he goes inside, contact made, but Bergman will connect on the basket. And we've got a whistle, and they're going to talk once again. They're going to talk to Mikey. And that's the second time. Well, they're
that's
a foul.
Luke Mikey picks up his first foul. Was it the same official that was talking to Niemeyer?
Different official.
Okay. I think when the ball was taken out of bounds, there was something that happened. I didn't see it. Maybe the crowd, if you will, saw some contact. I missed it, but the foul goes against Bikey, his first, team foul number 1.
Minster coaching staff saying, how about the ball at midcourt? But it's not going to happen, so the foul occurred very early. Niemeyer gets it back over to Richard. Albers tosses it back over to McClurg. McClurg out front, wants to move inside. I think that's going to be a charge. Looked like he pushed his hand out against the St. Henry defender.
His first, team's first, and the first turnover of the game for the Wildcats.
2-0. St. Henry in the lead on our First National Bank Think First scoreboard.
An exciting 15 seconds.
Wow, I know.
Couple conversations, a foul away from the ball.
Vikey's jumper no good. Niemeyer with the rebound. Steffi will handle it across the timeline. Back over to Richard. Richard. Steffi. Out front it goes to McClure. Richard wants to move into the lane. Puts it up. No foul. Rebound cleared by Evan Bowers.
Thought there maybe could have been a foul. Looked like Richard was bumped in the act of shooting, but defender went pretty straight up, played on. Looks like it's going to be kind of a physical game, although there's a whistle on the Wildcats.
Vikey with a beautiful move. He'll score against Niemeyer.
And another conversation.
And Vikey will go to the free throw line.
Niemeyer, his first, team second. Vikey, 79% free throw shooter. A nice percentage for the 6'5 senior. 26 of 33 on the season.
Shot no good. Albers clears the board.
You mentioned Albers, 10 rebounds a game, so does a lot of high quality. He's those 10 rebounds, 7 defensive, 3 offensive rebounds a game for Cole Albers.
Niemeyer, shot block, rebound Vikey. Logan Link up court. Bergman, he'll toss it back in. Pass just led him just a little bit too far, and it goes out of bounds, and Minster will have it, and it's a Redskin turnover.
Their first, the pass a little bit deep, like you said, and I believe it was Bergman just must have had his foot on the end line when he left the ground to try to throw it off of a Wildcat.
Minster's got to get their offense figured out. They're down 4-0. There's the jumper. And there's the points from Brogan Steffi. Good guy to have things figured out from as Steffi connects.
He had 25 in their game against Ottoville, and big bucket, like you said, to avoid the empty trip, but a nice move, good answer by the Redskins.
Evan Bowers, just a strong move to the basket. 4-point St. Henry lead.
6 feet 2 inch senior, leads the team at 18 points a game.
Richard will lose it out of bounds.
Just that pace you see right now, St. Henry's in your face. It wasn't necessarily up and down, but just a constant pressure. Someone has Minster rattled, and they're playing very physical inside. A lot of the interior shots Minster's getting have been contested and play on, if you will.
St. Henry with the basketball. They'll inbound it in front of the Minster student body.
For the Wildcats, Ian Holman, number 0 into the ball game, and number 10, Connor Smeezing, also into the Wildcat lineup.
Out front, Bowers will shoot it. Rebound goes to the floor. Bergman, timeout St. Henry, and they'll keep it. That'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here and remind you that tonight's game brought to you by Carriage Works, Chiltech LLC, Cy Schwedeman, Dickman Supply, Elmwood Assisted Care, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, SecureCom, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Crown Equipment, Shelby County Veteran Services, St. Henry Bank, and WCSM Radio. 6-2 our score. Timeout to maintain possession of the basketball by St. Henry. 4:37 to go on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard.
First impression of the Redskins, Dave, is they seem to be very athletic, very, very strong. So we'll see once how Minster handles that. And
Bowers shot no good. Had a nice look at it. A little bit too strong. It'll go off of St. Henry, and Minster will have the basketball. Wildcats are going to have to shoot the ball.
yeah,
They're
they
really
got to
going
make
to have
shots.
they're going to have to work, and they're going to have to get some shots up here. Number 3, Curtis Putoff, a senior, into the lineup for the Redskins. Holman will get the pass inside. Nice move. He'll put it up, but he doesn't hit the shot. Rebound, St. Henry.
He was close to getting a foul before he caught the basketball and almost could have got a charge called. He's playing against a smaller guy and then misses the shot.
Shot no good by Putoff. Rebound put up by Hayden Beckman, also into the lineup. Wildcats toss it across the timeline, but Beckman will knock it away, and Evan Bowers has got a big-time bloody nose. 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Niemeyer returns to the Minster lineup, and Carter LaGuire, number 23, is into the lineup for St. Henry. We saw him in the junior varsity game, and I think we're going to have a break in the action because I think possibly a little blood on the floor. We'll take a break. 3 minutes, 50 seconds to go here in our opening quarter of play. St. Henry 6, Minster 2. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
3 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the first quarter. Quite an eventful first few minutes of play. We've had a major nosebleed. We've had officials talking to players a couple of different times. But, when you look at this, St. Henry's ability to go inside with Bowers and a few others, or Bikey for that matter, they're a very strong team that pushes it inside. Let's see what Minster can do. I think they need to hit some shots.
Well, that would definitely help. It seems like St. Henry should be ahead by more. It's a 6-2 game. We played 4.5 minutes.
Schmeezing with the shot after the pass from Holman, and they'll draw the foul.
Nice pass by Holman, hitting Schmeezing on the backside. Now here's a chance where Schmeezing's got to knock these down for the Wildcats. Give them an opportunity to score without the St. Henry defense in their face.
And it's an important event with James Niemeyer being back, a 6'3 junior who has played 2 years of varsity basketball, back in the lineup, and he looks healthy. He's
been
ready
very
to
active.
go.
Yes, he's very lengthy, very agile. It's got to help. It can't hurt. That definitely is a body they'd like to have in the lineup and get him going offensively. He's been out of action for a couple months game-wise, so you can't expect too much. I mean, he's got to get back into the flow, and we'll see how he responds. But, again, he's got a big game or a tough competition to step back in. It's like trying to get on Interstate 75 in creeper gear. You got to get moving and then get on and blend in. Big free throws by Schmeezing, though, taking advantage of that nice pass from Holman. And Schmeezing getting 2 points. His first free throws, I think, of the season.
Bikey for three, and he'll connect. Luke Bikey.
His 11th made triple on the season. It shoots it at 24%, but a good answer by the Redskins as they respond after the Minster free throws.
He's got 5. Richards will try and counter. Cole Richards.
Number 13 on the season. 3-point shot.
Cole Richard is another one that can light it up too. Inside goes Putoff. Wildcats will create the turnover. Here comes Steffi going inside. Puts it off the glass, up and in.
Nice play by the Wildcats in transition. They capitalize immediately, and we have a tie game.
9-9 on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard.
Back-to-back turnovers.
Coach Eric Rosenbeck's talking to number 40, Dominic Schwartz, as he comes into the lineup, or he goes back out of the lineup. 9-9. Wildcats looking inside for Holman. Schmeezing's pass just a step ahead of him.
Third Minster turnover. That equals St. Henry. And you mentioned Cole Richard, the big three-pointer. That's his 17th of the season, and came in at 16 of 44, a very good 36%. They'd like for him to catch fire like you mentioned. He's very capable. Had some big games last year scoring the basketball.
Logan Link for three, shot no good. Ball tipped away by Richard, but St. Henry will come up with it. Back out to Link. He's going inside to the cut from LaGuire. LaGuire brings it back out. Redskins will move it around the perimeter. Out front is Bikey. Over to the right side and LaGuire. St. Henry goes to the corner. Inside goes Link. Back out. There's the three. Pops in and out. Three-pointer there by Delzythe. Went in and out.
And then a turnover on the Wildcats, and then a steal by St. Henry and a foul by Smeezing.
Connor Smeezing picks up the foul.
His first, team's third.
McClurg and Albers will come back into the lineup for Minster. Of course, you got to remember they've been playing without Evan Bowers, their leading scorer.
With the bloody nose, yep.
He's going to come back in here in a moment. As LaGuire, who saw at least 2 quarters of junior varsity basketball tonight.
You can play 6 quarters a night, so he's free to play all 4 tonight if he has to. You can play 6 a night.
Link back over to the left side, and Bergman. Link has it. Bergman looks to the corner. Bowers inside, battling away with Niemeyer. Bowers gets it. Turnaround jumper is too strong, but right into the hands of Devin Delzythe. And Delzythe puts St. Henry up by 2.
Third offensive rebound already for St. Henry here in the quarter. Their first they were able to put back for points. Key to the game Coach Rosenbeck talked about is get 40% of your missed shots. So once you be active on the glass.
Clerk shot no good, but there's Albers. Cole Albers sticks it back up and in, and at 6'8", the sophomore has tied it back up. Bikey moves inside, looks to the baseline. He'll take the jumper and draw the foul. That's going to go against Cole McClurg.
His second foul, team's 4th. And that last trip for Minster, Cole Albers comes up with a big one of his, he averages 10 rebounds, came up with a big offensive rebound. Minster's first offensive board of the game, and he sticks it right back up for his first 2 points.
6'5" senior at the line for St. Henry.
Well, I said how he is a good shooter, Dave. He comes in at 79% for the 6'5" shooter. He's over 2 tonight. He had the N1 opportunity earlier in the quarter.
Second one is good. So
his 6th point of the ball game. He averages 14.
Hayden Beckman, 6-foot senior, will come back into the lineup for St. Henry. Clock coming into its final seconds, as you can see, of the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Coming up on 20 seconds, Minster with the basketball and an opportunity to take the lead here. They go down low for Steffi and tipped out of bounds there as Caden Bergman really on the defense.
Bergman did a nice job using his feet to get around a Minster defender. He doesn't come up with a steal, but that deflection out of bounds forces now the Cats to reload, reset on the sideline.
And it comes to Steffi. Steffi back over to the left side of McClurg. McClurg looks inside, clock counting down. 6 seconds. Richards will fire the 3. Shot too strong. Rebound comes down to Niemeyer. He'll put it up. Off target. We move on to quarter number 2. We've got a great MAC contest here on NK Telco Sports. St. Henry 12, Minster 11. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports. Ready for the second quarter of play from Minster. I'm Dave Helmstetter. With me tonight, Jeff Henchen. MAC basketball in January. Good thing to do on a Friday night. Redskins up by a point against Minster.
Wildcats gamble a little bit in the half court. St. Henry.
Bowers puts it up, missed it. He'll put the second one up and draw the foul.
Minster kind of like saying, maybe tried to jump trap a little bit. St. Henry recognized it, found the open player. Now they haven't capitalized. They got a couple looks there from Bowers, but he's going to have to earn it now from the free throw line. The foul goes against Cole Albers.
Bowers at 74%. Continues to add to that.
His third point of the night.
Second free throws, a little bit short. Rebound comes down to Cole Richard. Steffi with it as he moves across the timeline. Richard will pick it up. Looking inside, they'll go back out to Holman. Over to the right side and Schmeezing. Schmeezing looking inside for Albers, but back out front they go. Steffi, Richard. I tell you, St. Henry plays very good defense. Or they are right now. Turnaround jumper, no good by Albers. Bowers will clear the boards. Lead pass, there it is. Logan Link, didn't get the layup. Would have been a pretty play by St. Henry, but it goes out of bounds. And Redskins will maintain the basketball.
Well, that's your fourth offensive rebound, and it would have been a pretty, he had to kind of maneuver the ball around the Minster defender. Couldn't get the shot to drop, but again, aggressive on the glass. They throw it off of a Wildcat to keep the look for their fourth offensive rebound already in just a quarter and a minute of action.
Great court vision there by Bowers. Boy, to put that pass there, just miss. 13-11 our score. St. Henry with a 2-point lead. Bikey off the glass, shot no good. Bowers there to clear the board up against Albers. Rebound to come down to Niemeyer as Albers wins that battle.
Well, that's what 6'8" does for you versus 6'2". Bowers is a nice player, but just too much hands in his face.
Ball is loose.
Nice play.
Hustle. Bowers will save it. Scramble here in the backcourt. And Hayden Beckman.
32nd.
St. Henry will take the timeout. I think it was St.
Yes, it was.
Henry.
Yep.
They'll take the timeout. Timeouts this season brought to you by Precision Strip. Give us an opportunity to remind you that you can watch this contest once again on NK Telco Cable or the NKT.TV app on channel 152, January 15th at 6 p.m. and channels 3 or 503, January 26th at 4 p.m. and January 27th at 4 p.m. You can also watch games live pay-per-view through nktelco.com/sports and more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports.
Minster's really turned the game around. I thought earlier on St. Henry might have a chance to, at that time, maybe blow it open a little bit. Minster didn't seem like they were kind of in rhythm offense, and maybe the pressure by St. Henry forcing them into doing some things they didn't like. But, in the past 8 minutes of game time, the last 4 minutes of the second quarter and the first couple minutes here, Minster's turned it around, hit some shots. Their defense has created some turnovers. They have a chance to tie.
Steffi, he'll get the foul as Logan Link had nothing to do but foul him. Of course, he's going to send Steffi to the line, and that's a pretty good free throw shooter for the Wildcats.
88% on the season, 23 of 26 for the 6-foot junior, averaging 12 points a game, has 4 in a night on 2 for 2 shooting from the field.
Boy, we put the whammy on him, didn't we?
Yes. Sorry about that.
Steffi misses it, but he'll have another chance here. 2-point St. Henry lead. Connects on that one.
Well, the Wildcats get a point off that turnover. I think they had a turnover, a scoop and score in the first half. I forget, maybe it was Steffi also that had to steal instant offense. So they've turned some of those opportunities into points.
Bikey with a shot, and he'll draw the foul. I thought for a moment they were going to call Bikey for an elbow.
Niemeyer, James, his second foul. So James Niemeyer and Cole McClurg each with 2 fouls. First team foul of quarter number 2 for Minster.
So Bikey will step to the free throw line.
He's 1 for 3.
Very physical game, Jeff.
It is. It kind of had that feel that it didn't take long. The first 15 seconds of the game, we talked about some bodies on the floor and just in-your-face defense. It's not been passive. Everything's been pressured, and they just are cutting hard, fighting through screens. The defense is staying right with the offense.
Mikey's free throw is good.
He's now 3 for 5 from the free throw line.
Steffi across the timeline, schmeezing with it. Steffi to the baseline, short jumper, got it.
That was a tough shot, almost got too far behind the glass, but he was able to hit his third shot in as many tries. He now has 9 points.
That was a very tough shot.
I'm sorry, 7 points. 7 points.
Got a whistle, and we're going to stop play once again. That's going to go against
Smeezing?
number 10, yes, Schmeezing.
His second foul also, so 3 Minster Wildcats with 2 fouls. Second foul of the quarter for the Minster Wildcats, or third foul of the quarter.
Out front it goes to Bikey. He'll take the 3. Shot no good. Ball tipped, and Steffi will come down with it. 15-footer. Shot is short. Rebound, scramble. Jump ball.
Offensive rebound belongs to the Minster Wildcats. Ian Holman in that loose ball battle, able to secure it.
Cole Richard will come back into the lineup as Schmeezing goes out. McClurg inbounds pass to Albers. Back over to Richard, guarded by Bauer. Richard, nice move. Pops in and out, though. Battle for the rebound. Let's see who they're going to call this on. Bowers grabbed the rebound. They're going to call it on Bowers.
Evan Bowers picks up his first foul. Team's second of the quarter.
Inbounds pass from McClurg goes into Holman. McClurg will have it. They'll bring it back out to Richard. Steffi. Holman. Still out front. Steffi as we go under 5 minutes in this first half of basketball. Minster playing for the lead here. Trying to get it inside to Albers. It's going to go off of Albers, and St. Henry will have the basketball.
They definitely were trying to get it into their 6'8 sophomore, but good defense by the Redskins. Deflected a pass, I think, at first. Albers then touched it, had to go after it. Couldn't save it. The second turnover of the quarter for the Wildcats.
Bowers will put it up and in.
A 6'2" senior able to be creative there. His 5th point of the ball game.
Thought for a moment he might have traveled with it. Minster's going to take a full timeout. Timeout's brought to you by Precision Strip. Break any action, 4:23 to go. Our score, St. Henry 17, Minster 14. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it. And online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Minster takes the full timeout. They trail by 3 points, and I think we're viewing this possession as an important one.
They find themselves down by 3 as Rosenbeck, almost a 6th defender on the court. You talked about how just his demeanor, he's trying to coach and almost got involved with the last play.
Yeah,
almost
didn't miss it by much. That
he
one
almost
pass.
almost thought they had a trap on the sideline with the coach.
Steffi misses the jumper, and it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Minster ball.
And now he's also trying to officiate. He's trying to. We have a good view of Coach Rosenbeck, as is any coach. You're always battling for your team and politely telling the official what he And there's a little bit of a grin as well.
Nothing unusual. Inside Steffi, inside the lane, about a 12-footer, no good. Holman's going to muscle his way up, and shot doesn't go, and he crashes back into Devin Delzite, and I think that's going to be on Holman.
Anytime, and I shouldn't say anytime, a lot of times when you battle for, in this case, an offensive rebound, you get it, and you can't finish. You get frustrated, you go after it, and that's exactly what happened. Holman, offensive rebound, missed his shot, tries to make a positive play, goes after it aggressively, picks up his first foul, team's fourth. But an empty possession, number of looks there for the Wildcats, Dave, as now the Redskins have a chance to go up by 5 with a field goal or 6 with a 3.
St. Henry with the basketball. Logan Link out front. There's
nice
Mikey.
Pass.
There's the feed inside. The shot will roll home for Devin Delzite.
Nice assist by, was it, oh Lord, 24, yes. We had a great angle when he came up, Mikey to catch it. Delzite went baseline, beautiful bounce pass and got the friendly bounce.
You could see the cut as Mikey with the block. Put off. Got it. And it's 7-point St. Henry lead and a surge here by the Redskins.
It was a 3-point deficit when Minster had the ball here, and they had 2 or 3 looks in that possession. Came up empty, and now about 30 seconds later, they're down by 7.
Albers.
When in doubt.
How many has he shot?
He's shot 1 this year, and now make it 2, and he's made 1, now make it 2. He's a 100% three-point shooter.
Bowers will counter. Rebound to Albers. Here comes Steffi. 4-point game. Holman, great move off the glass. Puts it up and in, and suddenly it's a 2-point game.
Well, yeah, it went from 7 to 2, and a nice move by Ian Holman with the ball fake and then a kiss off the glass. But a big shot by Albers as well.
Wildcats can go for a tie here. McClurg has it inside. He'll push it out. Holman now over to Richards for the lead. Shot goes out of bounds. Minster keeps it.
4th offensive rebound in the quarter for the Wildcats. Their 6th offensive rebound of the game. And yeah, you step back to Minster's down 7, and when in doubt, feed it to your sophomore 6'8" post player for his second attempt from 3-point range, and he hits it.
Inbounds pass Steffi again for the lead. Shot no good. Holman hustles in, but he can't hang on to it. Goes out of bounds.
Steffi, after hitting his first 3 shots of the game, now has missed his last 4 shots.
Carter LaGuire back into the lineup for St. Henry. He'll bring it up court.
I thought Minster, like the first possession or so, maybe played man-to-man. They've been in zone much of the half.
Bowers connects. St. Henry's lead at 4 points.
7 points for Bowers.
There's the steal by Bowers. Bowers handling the ball, almost loses it. Now he does. And that's going to go off for Bowers and out of bounds.
4th turnover of the quarter, 8th of the game for the Redskins.
I think Bowers is a little frustrated with himself because he knows it's a 4-point game, had a nice opportunity either to pull up and have the possession and lost control of it there instead. Steffi.
Got a foul instead. Good call. Beckman Hayden with his first foul, team's 3rd.
Coach Rosenbeck was kind of hoping for a little bit of a travel.
Well, it was because Beckman
got pushed. Yeah, got bumped. Albers with it. Back out to Richard. Richard going to the right side. He's going into the lane. No luck there. Here comes Caden Bergman off the glass. Shot no good. Albers had it. Bowers with a tip. Oh, boy.
Up in the air. 1 motion. Offensive rebound.
He's got 9.
Bowers, a strong play there. Didn't want to bring it down because Albers was there to defend. He got it off before Albers could come over and block the shot.
With the basketball is Cole Richard. There's a good defensive play. Ball tipped by Hayden Beckman. It's going to go out of bounds and off of Ian Holman.
It's like a yo-yo. It was a 3-point game, then blew up to 7. It was back to 2. Now it's 6. You know, the lead has kind of been all over the radar here, and the Cats have committed their 5th
had a chance
turnover.
On the 1 possession to take the lead if they hit the 3.
5th Minster turnover of the quarter, the 9th of the game. And St. Henry appears to maybe pull it out, and they might just play for the last here.
Going to try and take the time off the clock. We're at 25 seconds on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard.
Minster only has 3 fouls. Not that you try to foul, but if you don't have any fouls, Minster has somewhat of a deeper bench. You might force them when they drive to foul, force them to take it back out of bounds.
There's a steal by Holman, but he's going to double dribble.
Oh, don't give him a technical for that, did he?
Bounced the basketball a little bit.
Well, I know,
hard.
but it wasn't like he was mad at himself, I thought. Well, I shouldn't have said anything, but it's like he didn't show the official up. I think he was just frustrated. Probably the right call, but the 6-point lead's got a chance here to go to 8.
Bikey with a free throw. That's going to make it 26-19. Holman just playing with emotion, you know. He's a very emotional player.
I'm not saying it was right, but I'm like, he didn't turn around and argue with the official. He was frustrated. He had a chance for 2 points to get his team back to within 4. And I kind of didn't see it, but I heard it slam, and maybe because he didn't go get it, hard to tell him. But you got to control your emotion.
That makes it an 8-point lead, and Bowers will try to make it more. In and out, ball tipped away and out of bounds by LaGuire. So this is how we will go to halftime. It is an 8-point St. Henry lead. We'll come back in just a moment or two and recap things on our Grand Lake Health Systems halftime report. Our score here at half, St. Henry 27, Minster 19. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
St. Henry with an 8-point halftime lead. Good time to take a look at our numbers for this first half. Very competitive first half of basketball. It was 21-19. Minster had the ball, had a chance to take the lead, missed the shot, or tie or take the lead. They missed the shot, and St. Henry finishes very strong here in the second quarter. Let's take a look at our numbers, all brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems.
First half shooting for the visitors, St. Henry. 5 of 16 from 2-point shooting, 2 of 6 3-point shooting. Overall, 7 of 22 from the field. They were 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Minster, 9 of 18 from 2-point shooting, 1 of 8 3-point shooting. Overall, 10 of 26 from the field. Minster then was 6 of 9 from the free throw line. 15 rebounds for the Redskins. Of those 15, 6 were offensive. Minster, 14 rebounds, and of those 14, 6 were offensive. Turnovers, Minster committed 9, and St. Henry committed 4. And I want to reverse my numbers here real quick. Minster in the first half, Minster was 5 of 16 from 2-point shooting and 2 of 6 3-point shooting. 7 of 22 were the Wildcats. That was Minster. St. Henry, I don't know how I said it, but St. Henry was 9 of 18, 50% from 2-point range, just 1 of 8 from 3-point range. 10 of 26 were the Redskins, and 6 of 9 were the Redskins from the free throw line. But we're an 8-point game, kind of a big possession near the end of the half. You talked about Minster had battled back, kind of had that accordion effect, a 2-point lead, a 7-point lead, back to the 2, and then a chance to tie or take the lead. Now we're sitting at an 8-point lead for the Redskins.
It just seems like it's very difficult for both these two teams to get any kind of clear outside shot against these two defenses. Bowers goes inside, turnaround jumper, no good. Great move, but loses it, but Bikey gets the rebound, puts it up and in. So Luke Bikey, boy, 12 points, Jeff.
Yeah, he's had 10 at half in his first two here. A nice move, though, by Bowers. He could not come up with a bucket, but
Albers will take that pass from the outside and score easily. Bikey back over to Link. Link shot no good. Albers had a hand on it. A loose ball will come off to Niemeyer. Steffi brings it across the timeline. Logan Link will try and come after him on defense. Steffi to the corner is Cole Richard. They'll go back the other way as Albers comes out.
Pass.
Nice inside pass to McClurg. Shot doesn't fall. Bowers with a rebound. Here come the Redskins. Turnaround jumper Bowers, no good. Richard goes to the floor. Ball picked up by Link. Pushes it to the corner, and it's going to go out of bounds. St. Henry turnover.
Minster, first possession they had, missed a golden opportunity on a nice pass from Cole Albers to Cole McClurg. I think McClurg felt the pressure of the Redskins defense, kind of rushed it, came up empty on the attempt, but it was a nice pass, good offense.
Albers shot no good. Bowers will grab the rebound. Outlet pass to Logan Link. Moves to the center of the court, gives it back to Bowers, who will shoot the three. Shot bounds long. Niemeyer with the rebound.
Kind of a quick shot there for the Redskins, and a deep three doesn't go down. Minster does a nice job with that long rebound, making sure they secure it and don't let the Redskins get another look in that maybe unneeded shot attempt right then in the offense.
Niemeyer will hit the basket against Bowers.
His first 2 points of the ball game for the 6'3 junior's first game of the season.
Nice move inside by Niemeyer. St. Henry, their lead now at 6 points. Bergman back over to Bowers inside the lane. He'll put it up and in. He's such a powerful player, just a strong, got a nice soft touch.
Yeah, he's only 6'2". He plays inside against some bigger fellows, but he's strong. He has kind of, I think, struggled a little bit here tonight, knocking down his shots, but he continues to battle. He seems like he's always around the action. He now has 11 points.
11 points on the night. Bikey's got 12 into the lane. Goes McClurg off the glass.
Nice use of the backboard, a floater, and a nice soft touch off the backboard. His first 2 points.
Bergman. Rebound Niemeyer. Steffi pushes it up to McClurg for three. Shot too long. Inside, Steffi puts it up and in.
Offensive rebound. Good job by the Wildcats taking advantage of that opportunity.
Bikey trying to work on Niemeyer. Forced the shot. Bowers had it, but it's tipped away by Albers to the floor. And full timeout, St. Henry. As Caden Bergman comes up with a basketball, and Coach Rosenbeck right on top of that one. He'll call the timeout. 4:32 to go, third quarter action. Our score is St. Henry 31, Minster 25. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
4:32 to go, third quarter. St. Henry takes a full timeout, had to regroup, and they maintain possession. 4-point lead. Putoff inside, feeds Bowers, shot up and in.
Nice ball movement. Putoff with the assist. Bowers with his 13th point of the game.
Richard off the glass, and he'll score and draw the foul.
Another whistle, or what happened? Got
There's
the
a foul.
Okay, gotcha. But seems like teams are really trading baskets here back and forth. Minster had it down to 6, and then the basket puts it back to 8. Then they come back, or I'm sorry, it was down to 4, went back to 6. Now it's a chance for the Cats, who trailed by 8 at half, to halfway through the third quarter, cut it down to 3.
And it's 4 points. Let's see what Richard can do at the line. Albers goes to the bench for a breather as Richard will connect, and Schmeezing comes in.
Cole Richard now with 6 points on the night. He's their leading scorer on the season at 14.6.
It's kind of like a line change at around the 4-minute mark. Both these coaches have been doing similar kinds of
rotations.
substituting.
Yes, I agree.
LaGuire, he'll get it over to Beckman. Back over to Putoff. There's Beckman. Beckman into the lane. Pull up short jumper, no good. There's Bowers. They're going to toss it in off of him. That's Niemeyer. And
yeah, threw it off St. Henry's leg and out of bounds, so a defensive rebound for the Cats.
Brogan Steffi, he'll handle the basketball against Curtis Putoff. Steffi left side. Redskins trying to come out with that double team. Schmeezing trying to go inside to Niemeyer. Ball on the floor. It's a turnover instead. Redskins running, and Bowers will get the basket.
He's made 3 straight buckets, has Evan Bowers, and points off turnovers for the Redskins.
He is everywhere, isn't he?
He has been. He's very aggressive, and he's always around the action. They keep him involved.
McClurg will hit that 3.
Big hoop for Cole McClurg, the sophomore. His 10th made three-pointer of the season. A very good shooting percentage from that range at 50%. He's now 1 for 2 tonight, so that makes him 10 of 20 on the season.
2-point lead for St. Henry. He's got a spot out on that court, and if he gets just a second, he's got a pretty good opportunity at hitting that 3. Inbounds pass to LaGuire. Back over to Putoff. Inside. Bergman. Short jumper. No good. All right, here we go, Minster. Let's see what happens.
Chance to tie or take the lead to trail by 8 at halftime.
Keep it in Steffi's hands. That's going to be a charge, isn't it?
Yes.
Unfortunate. It just seems like every time Minster gets to this point, something happens.
Yeah, negative.
Negative, yes. Not the kind of thing that Coach Michael McClurg wants to have happen.
Minster has trailed the entire game. There was a quick 4-0 lead, I think, for St. Henry. 6-0 lead, correct? So I don't think Minster, they've tied it, but I don't think they've ever led. Or did they lead early in the first quarter? I'm thinking no.
I think St. Henry jumped out pretty quickly on them. Beckman into the lane. Back over to Putoff. His shot is short. Holman with a rebound. Here comes Steffi. There's Niemeyer. He gathers it in. Turnaround jumper. It doesn't fall. Holman with a rebound. Something's going to happen here. Ian Holman muscles it up and in, and we are tied with 2:20 to go here in the third quarter at 35.
2 offensive rebounds in the quarter for the Minster Wildcats. 4 points off those 2 offensive rebounds. Good job for the Cats, and they've battled back, trailed by 8 at half. They have it tied, 35 all.
That's the advantage Minster has. They do have a little bit more size and physicality inside, at least in the last few possessions. Bergman inside. Off the glass, no good. Bikey with a rebound. He'll put it up. No good. Holman will have it. Here comes Steffi racing down to the court. Richard for 3. Got it. Boy, that brought a reaction from that Minster bench.
What a turn of events as a big shot, and you fouled the 3-point shooter. 4-point play, and the Cats have had a great third quarter coming out of the locker room.
And it's interesting. From our viewpoint, you could see that whole thing set up.
Foul against Hayden Beckman, his second foul. And again, Richard, a chance here for a very rare 4-point play. He had a 3-point play earlier in the quarter, but this one will be a 4-point play.
Steffi had some great court vision. Found Richard in that corner. Free throw no good. Rebound comes down to Bergman. Here comes Link across the timeline. Bowers going up against Albers. Look at this battle. And he'll draw the foul.
Albers did not have his hands straight. I know he did after the whistle sounded, but when the shot went up, his hands were not straight up in the air. But they were when the whistle blew, but that's too late.
That's a good observation. 38-35, Minster with a 3-point lead. Minute 36 to go here in the third quarter.
Bowers on the season, 74% free throw shooter. Was 1 of 2 from the line in the first half. Misses the first here in this third quarter.
Second free throw is there.
2 for 4 now in the ball game for Evan Bowers, who now has 16 points. Just 2.5 under his season average of 18.4.
McClurg back into the lineup, 6-foot sophomore guard. Holman. Redskins trying to get the double team. McClurg goes inside. Back over to Steffi, pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound to Bowers. Up court quickly, there's Bikey, he's gonna have a layup. We are tied at 38 all.
Points in transition, Skins beat the Wildcats down the court, and an easy look there for Luke Bikey. Now has 14 points in the game, right at his season average of 14.
McClurg inside the arc. Back out to Cole Richard, he'll fire the three. In and out, Albers puts it up and in though. 6'8 sophomore Cole Albers with the rebound, and Minster has a 2-point lead.
Offensive rebounding for the Cats have been huge this quarter. 3 offensive rebounds, 6 points.
Delzeith with the jumper, no good. Holman goes to the floor, pushes it over to Steffi. Coming into the final 30 seconds of this quarter, St. Henry's coming out. They're not going to let them sit idle or take time off the clock.
Minster was down by 8 entering the third quarter. They've outscored the Skins now to take a 2-point lead, so good effort by the Wildcats making their shots. You'd mentioned earlier in the game they need to be able to do that, and they've done a nice job here in the third quarter to not only climb back into it, but right now have a lead.
Richard jumper is good. That's a 2. He's got 11 points in our score as we move into the final 8 minutes of play. Minster 42, St. Henry 38. You're watching high school basketball on MK Telco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Moving on to the fourth quarter of play, Minster bounces back from that 8-point halftime deficit, and they have a 4-point lead as we move into quarter number 4.
A great quarter offensively for the Minster Wildcats. They scored 23 points on 10 of 16 shooting. They were 8 of 12 from 2-point range, 2 of 4 from 3-point range. St. Henry, on the other hand, 5 of 17 from the field, and only 11 points for the Redskins. 5 of 17. They were 5 of 15 from 2-point range, and 0 for 2 were the Redskins from 3-point range.
Albers assists McClurg.
Moving without the ball, McClurg drew some defenders, and Albers moved into the opening and made it for a real nice, easy pass.
Redskins will throw it away.
Second turnover of the half for St. Henry.
McClurg wants to go inside on Bikey. Not there. Bowers with the rebound. Link.
Turnover.
Trying to find Delzeith, but Minster read that one, and they create the turnover.
James Niemeyer steps in the passing lane, creates the steal.
Richard off the glass.
Houdini.
Oh my, what a shot.
This will be his 3rd and 1 tonight, all here in the second half.
What a beautiful shot off the glass. Draws the foul to the line. And suddenly it's an 8-point Minster lead.
Evan Bowers for the Redskins with the foul, his second, and what a turnaround. Again, you make shots, good things happen, Dave, and Minster's been able to put the ball into the basket.
Richard's ability to get inside like that and take that kind of shot. There's the 3-point lead. It's the largest lead anybody has had tonight at 9.
14 points for Cole Richard.
Bowers inside.
His arm wasn't straight up again. Same thing. Albers defended, but had his elbows were not by his ears. Okay, so figure that out. His elbows were in front of his face, so it's not vertical.
So
and Bowers did a nice job attacking it and causing the foul because it was.
Bowers will connect on the free throw.
He's now 3 for 5 as Evan Bowers from the free throw line at 74% shooter on the season. 3 for 5 tonight, 17 points in the game.
Albers will go to the bench with 3 fouls with 6:57 to play. Rebound, St. Henry. Into the lane, Bergman puts it up. Shot just doesn't go. Nice outlet pass by Niemeyer to Steffi. You're not going to stop that.
Yeah, he hops well, keeps the ball above a high release point.
They're going to call the charge. That'll go against Bowers.
His third foul of the game, second foul of the quarter. Good job by Ian Holman holding his ground as Bowers had one gear, and that was going straight to the basket.
Kind of like a fullback up the middle.
I kind of think Holman probably likes that.
I think he loves it.
Yeah, I think he lives for that type of stuff. Not everyone will stand there when they see a solid individual such as Evan Bowers coming at you. Most will get out of the way or fake an injury. Holman stands there.
That's a 10-point Minster lead, and we got a foul in the backcourt. Suddenly things just shift here.
Exactly.
St. Henry's in, so to speak, panic mode.
I'm a little bit surprised. I really felt like St. Henry earlier on in the game they were the aggressors. Now Minster, I think the big key is Minster's offense is working. They're getting shots to drop. St. Henry is not. The 5 of 17 from the field last quarter. Minster was 10 of 16.
Shot up, no good by Beckman. Ball comes off to Richard. Here comes the fast break. St. Henry's back on it. Richard throws one up off target, and here comes Beckman again. I think now we're just running up and down the court, Jeff.
You're right. I think St. Henry's trying to push tempo, and in that case for Beckman, there was nothing there. He got kind of tangled up in defender, was hoping someone would be in the opening. Got rid of it before he traveled. No one was there, out of bounds. 4th turnover of the quarter for the Redskins. They only had 1 turnover in the third quarter. It wasn't like St. Henry was throwing the ball away, but just 5 of 17 from the field versus 10 of 16. And a couple of those buckets by the Cats were 3-pointers that flipped the script. An 8-point deficit to a 4-point lead for the Cats to start the fourth. And now 10-point lead for the Cats.
And you've got St. Henry with 3 fouls already in the quarter. So Richard, that's going to be a travel or a jump.
I thought the hand was on the ball, so possession will favor St. Henry. Minster, their second turnover of the quarter. They only had 2 in the third quarter. Bowers back into the ball game for St. Henry. He got a break after committing his third foul. And
got substitutes.
2 for. No, 2.
Gonna talk about something.
You can talk about something now, right?
Now we can talk about something. All timeouts are brought to you by Precision Strip. Maybe. It's not really an official timeout, so I guess it's not officially sponsored by Precision Strip. But the officials are going to gather and have a discussion there. I think I'm not sure what the issue was.
Possession arrow looks like.
Possibly, yeah. Want to make sure everybody's square there.
Yeah, the last play where Richard went in and could have been travel. I don't know what it looked like, hand on ball, but it is a turnover, and St. Henry has possession. And now they need to flip the arrow to Minster.
And they have, I believe.
There they go. Both the board
board's got it.
And so does the bench.
There we go. Bowers with the basketball. He'll shoot the 15-footer. No good. A rebound. Cole Richard. 6-foot junior will grab it. Up court, McClurg inside the arc after he takes the fake. Niemeyer had his hands on it, but it's going to be St. Henry basketball.
Critical point in the ball game here. 5 minutes left. Plenty of time for St. Henry. Down 10 to make a run, but at some point, St. Henry either needs to make that attack or Minster needs to put them away. You know, there's been some empty spells for each team on possessions here where neither teams may either catch up and or pull away.
Steffi with the basketball. He'll handle it. And you know, sooner or later, the foul situation is going to come into play.
You're right. St. Henry with 3 fouls. Next 2 fouls, Minster shooting free throws.
They're going to be shooting free throws. It's going to come down to the line, and that's usually what happens. If you're the home team and you get a nice lead, you're going to salt it away. Bikey will come back into the lineup. Link will come back in. Albers quickly off the Minster bench.
Coach McClurg wanted his team to play a full 32 minutes. You know, right now they're ahead by 10. I can't say that early on they maybe played great, but they've turned it on enough to make up for some of those minutes that were kind of maybe lackluster. But that's what happens on teams that shoot the ball. Things can drastically go the other way in your favor, and that's what happened here. Still work to do for the Cats to hold on, but a good third quarter.
And a good opportunity for them maybe to slow it down here. They've got good ball handlers as Steffi handles it.
And it's been kind of this score. No one has really, quote, scored here in about 3 possessions, I think, for each way.
The ball's going to be on the floor, and there we go.
Wow.
What a play by Niemeyer.
And one. Nope.
Niemeyer threw that ball from the floor.
Yeah, he went across court to get it and then caught it on the ground, and that gave Minster a kind of a break in the defense to go at the basket. And Cole Richard at the foul line for the 4th time here in the second half. He's 2 for 3. All of his free throws up to this point were and ones.
Caden Bergman into the St. Henry lineup.
72% shooter on the season is Cole Richard. He averages 14.6. He's at 14 currently.
Free throw pops in and out.
Break for the Redskins.
Bowers grabs that rebound. Logan Link pushes it up to Bikey. He wants to work inside on Niemeyer. Jump shot. Got it.
Tough shot.
Oh, boy, was that a tough shot.
But think about possession. Minster had the ball the last time, held on to it, got to the foul line, couldn't convert. St. Henry comes down, instantly scores. Now it's down to 8 with 3.5 minutes to play.
And now you're going to see some three-point shooting, I'm sure, by St. Henry. Minster's going to take the timeout. Got the 8-point lead. Timeout's brought to you by Precision Strip. I'd like to remind you that tonight's game brought to you by Carriage Works, Tiltech LLC, Size Sweeterman, Dickman Supply, Elmwood Assisted Care, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Securicom, Butts Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Crown Equipment, Shelby County Veteran Services, St. Henry Bank, and WCSM Radio. Also like to remind you that replays of tonight's contest will be on NK Telco Cable or the NKT.TV app on channel 152, January the 15th at 6 p.m., channels 3 or 503, January the 26th and January the 27th, both at 4 p.m. You can also watch games live via pay-per-view through nktelco.com/sports. More games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. Thanks for joining us. If you're watching live, brought to you all by Borchers Family Floor Store.
Oh, steal and a bucket. Wow.
With the bucket.
That was a tough play there. As it looked like maybe St. Henry could almost been called for a travel. When they called it, they rolled over, but they got rid of it before the whistle.
Another turnover.
And here come the Redskins.
Boy, it's just the way the game's gone. Back and forth.
It's an accordion. It's been back and forth, and Minster has been on a dry spell. And St. Henry has capitalized on their offensive opportunities. One coming off of a turnover.
Screen set by Bowers for Bergman, 15-footer, and he connects. Boy, just like that.
You kind of felt it.
Right back in it.
Kind of felt Bergman's going to the middle a few times here in this third quarter. Couldn't get that shot to drop. That time a great look at it. I just felt when he was going up, it was going in.
Clerk back out to Steffi. Now Richards. Inside it goes to Niemeyer. Put it off the glass. Steffi, excuse me. Off
big
the
bucket.
glass.
Steffi with 13 now, and the Cats needed something. They get a big deuce and a 6-point lead now.
Delzite, he'll get it over to the corner. Link will shoot the three, no good. 6-point Minster lead. It's 2:03 to play. Holman will come in. Albers hustles to the Minster bench. Inbounds pass to Bergman. Setting Bikey up in the corner, but Niemeyer stays with him. Instead, they go to Bowers inside. He'll work on Holman. Off the glass, shot goes home.
Pretty sweet move. He didn't give Ian Holman really a chance to do much. Holman was bodying him in a quick turnaround. Didn't really jump that high, but kissed it off the glass. 19 points now for Evan Bowers. Back to a 4-point Minster lead.
Niemeyer on the baseline. He'll put it up. Boy, I thought Bowers had a foul there. Niemeyer crashes into Bowers.
It looked like straight up, though.
Fast break. Here comes the lead pass. Back to Bikey.
Wow. Unbelievable. What a swing of events.
Bikey gets the shot. Set up by a great pass, and I'm thinking that was Delzite, but I'm not quite sure who slipped that pass back to Bikey.
Bikey's been on fire. He's made his last 4 shots, 3 of those here in the quarter. Bikey now with 20 points on the night. He came in at 14 a game. He has come up big here in the fourth quarter. 6 points, now going for 7.
6'5" senior connects. 1-point lead. Minster with the basketball.
It was 10 just a minute ago.
Yeah, it was 2-0. What did we say, 2:07 or something like that?
Well, maybe at 3 minutes it was 10.
Minster will take the timeout. Wildcats have watched the lead evaporate. 10-point lead is now 1. They have the ball. They take the timeout. Brought to you by Precision Strip. Our score, Minster 51, St. Henry 50. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
We are here, and here, and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
All timeouts brought to you by Precision Strip, and with each timeout, it gets just a little bit more dramatic, Jeff.
It does. It was a 10-point lead at one point. In my notes here, it was 49-41 Minster with 3:29 to play. Now it's 51-50, so it comes down to making plays. Minster had a chance maybe to hit some shots, missed them, and St. Henry has capitalized on their opportunities. Oh, they almost had a nice back door, but St. Henry's now been able to hit the bucket, to hit the shots.
Niemeyer.
Oh, boy.
Shot no good. Here comes the rebound. Link. Bowers puts it up. Shot blocked. It'll go out of bounds. Boy, we're seeing the case be pleaded. Bowers, Rosenbeck. They say the ball was tipped. Minster student section says sorry.
Well, I don't think they said sorry.
I know, I didn't think so, but there's the ball. It's tipped away. Delzite, just with a great defensive play. Who taught that? Patino?
Yeah. Each team with, let them go by and flip it around.
Then
yep. Each team with 2 timeouts. Coach Rosenbeck will use 1.
This is a full timeout. We'll take a break as well. Boy, Stay right here on NK Telco Sports. Minster 51, St. Henry 50. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
30.9 seconds there. You see it on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Timeouts brought to you by Precision Strip.
What a wild game.
St. Henry takes the timeout. Of course, they create the turnover after they bounce back. Just bouncing back from the, I'm not going to say the call, but the turn of events just seconds ago is amazing. Let's see what happens, folks. Right here we are.
Minster with just 2 fouls, so they can foul and force St. Henry to take it back out of bounds.
Link inside. Bowers.
Oh,
double dribble.
Maybe not.
Oh. They try to get it inside to Delzite. It's going to go loose, and there's a reach by Bowers. There's only 12.3 seconds.
Well, free throws coming up now. That's the 5th team foul on St. Henry. Cole Richard at the foul line.
Richard steps to the line. He's got 14 points.
I have
But he
him down
did miss the last
two.
two.
He's 2 for 5 from the line. 72% on the season. Big one there is that's a 2-point lead now for the Cats. His 15th point of the night for the 6-foot junior.
Minster has 2 timeouts. St. Henry 1.
And 2 fouls, too. So they can foul a couple times before St. Henry can get a shot off. We'll see if they kind of foul here. Well, they tried.
Bikey. Got it.
Oh, my.
We're tied.
What a shot by Bikey. I thought Smeezy was trying to foul St. Henry coming down the court. We'll see how much time there's left, but right now it should be tied, 53 all, correct? Yes,
that's correct. It is tied at 53. But there's a big discussion going on here with the official and Coach Rosenbeck, and I'm not really sure what that's about.
Who called timeout?
Well, McClurg called timeout. I think regardless, we got 4.2 seconds. Minster, which would make sense, they would call the timeout.
Correct. Yes.
Maybe the discussion is on could be where the ball is going to be inbounds, and the officials are still talking about whatever it was.
But Smeezy, I think, tried to foul the ball handler to force St. Henry. They got rid of it before the foul was called. Luke Bikey, I thought he was almost fouled in the act of shooting down here. Now, it was
very
a hand
close.
up there. Nothing was
that
called.
Shot was a line drive.
Yeah, it was, but I thought there was definitely Minster hand in the area. Nothing called. We're a tie game. They've not put more time or anything back on.
And that might have been Coach Rosenbeck's concern. And right now he's
I think he wants to play is what happened. Oh, they're going to take a timeout.
They're going to take a timeout.
It'll be their last.
So St. Henry's out of timeouts. Timeouts are brought to you by Precision Strip. And it's interesting to kind of figure out what we've got here. We got tie game. We got.
I wonder if he can run the baseline. Because you can, depending on their
I would
spots.
think he is.
Well, it depends. I didn't see when the timeout was called, if the ball was already in bounds and then they started going up the court, or did they give them the timeout right when they went into hoop?
I think right now we're trying to get Hayden Beckman into the game, which why would that be an issue?
Yeah, he should, because they call a timeout. If you're not at the table by the 15-second buzzer, you can't come in. And he was kneeling there at the court. They call a timeout, so he should be able to come in, and he is. But if you're not at the scores table by the 15-second buzzer, you can't come in. You have to wait for the next dead ball or timeout. So the official says he can run the baseline. St. Henry's not going to deny or defend the inbound pass.
Steffi's going to throw it in. He gets it to Niemeyer, back to Steffi. Steffi's going to have to take it. There it is. We go to overtime, folks. on a Friday night in the MAC. That's what we do. We are tied at 53 all. Steffi's shot, pretty good look at it.
Yeah, not bad. Had time and got a quality shot off, and doesn't go in. We go in that bonus coverage. It should be a 4-minute overtime. You play half of the quarter, which is 8. Right now they have 3 minutes on the clock, but I think it should be 4.
Say we are tied at 53 all. We'll play some more here on NK Telco Sports. Our score, St. Henry 53, Minster 53. We go to overtime. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
Hometown Opportunity serves Mercer County, Auglaize County, Darke County, and Shelby County.
The website as a whole is pretty user-friendly. I was able to filter down my options, see what types of jobs were out there for me in the area.
It really opened up my eyes to the employer market around here.
We know that our local candidates, a lot of times, are most successful candidates because they want to come here and stay.
It's become the go-to site for anybody looking for a job in the region.
We got 4 minutes to go, Jeff. They put her up on the board. Overtime is where we're at. Dave Helmstetter, Jeff Henson, thanks for joining us here on NK Telco Sports. If you're watching live, you can thank the folks at Borcher's Family Floor Store. Enjoy this one. Albers and Bikey will jump it up. Goes out of bounds. They're going to re-jump it.
I think you'll see more jump balls in your third jump ball tonight.
Not very often do you see a jump ball anymore. Bikey will win this tip, and St. Henry will have it. Minster had a 10-point lead as we were coming down the stretch there, and St. Henry bounced back.
Yeah.
But, really, that's the way the whole game has gone.
It has been. St. Henry had a 7-point lead. Minster came right back, and then it went kind of even, and then Minster got a 10-point lead, and St. Henry came back.
Bikey, who hit the big three. Delzite, he'll dump it off to Bowers. He's going to put it up. He gets too far under. And let's see who the foul is
that
on.
should not be on Albers.
I think that's going to be on number 1, McClurg. Yeah.
All right, I thought Albers did his best to get his elbows by his ears that time, and
so Bowers will go to the free throw line and has an opportunity to put his team in the lead.
3 for 6 from the line tonight. For a 74% free throw shooter, he's done a lot of things right tonight, but he's missed a few free throws. He has 19 points in the game.
Second free throw coming up for the lead. He connects.
The only thing I don't know about on a scoreboard is I don't think St. Henry has 2 timeouts. They exhausted all their timeouts. I thought in regulation, each team gets 1 more timeout added to their total when you go to overtime. The board right now shows each team with 2, but maybe I missed one, or maybe that wasn't a timeout.
It got a little wild at the end. There may not have been a timeout called by St. Henry there. In fact, that might be the situation.
We'll go with the people that are in control of the ball game. Right now, Minster a 1-point deficit. Turnover.
Delzite with the steal, but Niemeyer will steal it right back, and Richards will have it.
Good hustle play. You see the speed, the athleticism there from James Niemeyer, and hustles down the court and gets Minster the basketball back here in their first look of, now their second look in overtime.
Steffi inside off the glass. It doesn't go, and Bikey cradles the rebound. Link. Back over to Delzite. 3-pointer by Bikey. Hits the front of the iron. Rebound. Niemeyer. Steffi has it. St. Henry clinging to a 1-point lead as we march on towards 2 minutes. Steffi, good jumper. Shot doesn't go. Delzite with a rebound. Bikey handles it. He'll give it to Logan Link. Boy, that was a good shot. Just doesn't fall.
Yeah, everything was right. Just didn't go in for the Minster Wildcats. Good job by the Redskins, allowing just a one and done.
Delzite trying to dump it off to Bowers. Taken away by Richard. Richard's going to go in for this one. And he will score.
18 now for Cole Richard on the nice acrobatic Euro step finish at the rim, so to speak, for Cole Richard.
St. Henry takes the timeout. A minute 40 in overtime. Our score, Minster 55, St. Henry 54. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
Crown, your hometown global leader in the material handling industry, named one of America's best in-state employers of 2023 by Forbes magazine, has positions available in engineering, marketing, sales, IT, and more. We offer a full range of employee benefits, competitive wages, advancement opportunities, and ongoing training. Join our growing team of 18,000 plus employees. Visit crown.jobs and apply today, or find us on social media by searching Careers at Crown.
Minute 40 to play in overtime number 1. Minster with a 1-point lead.
Overtime number 1?
Overtime number 1.
That's the jinx. We'll be here for 2 and 3.
That's confidence.
You know, well, and think about it, St. Henry, they have a league game tomorrow, a makeup game against Versailles, who did not play tonight. Their game was canceled due to weather. So St. Henry is going to turn around and play at 2:30 tomorrow against Versailles. So they're going to have a short night.
Bikey hits it.
So they would like to finish that in the 1 overtime.
26 for Bikey. I'll tell you, he's hit some big shots here today.
The line drive or the three-pointer at the buzzer, so to speak. Good defense by the Redskins.
Steal by Link. Foul by Richard. They want an intentional foul.
Now, right there, foul. Richard didn't want him to score. I get it, but why not try to, maybe you couldn't get it, but why not foul him at the elbow? You know, swat it there. Now you're going to give him 2 shots. Because that was only the 3rd foul of the quarter. If you could have gotten it without intentionally fouling him at the 15-foot mark, you know, that won't let him score, and it'll let your team reload 5-on-5.
Link at the line.
That was a pretty sweet steal, though, by Logan Link. He kind of caught Richard maybe a little bit unaware of his, you know, not lackadaisical, but just caught him off guard, poked his hand in there, got the steal.
Second free throw is there.
Link with his first point of the game, averaging 6 points a game. His first one gives his team a 2-point lead.
Here comes Steffi. Steffi going into the lane, makes that move, turnaround jumper. We are tied with clock counting down as you can see it.
Steffi with 15.
Steffi's jumper ties it at 57. Bowers with the basketball.
Has to get moving. The count was on him. Albers was up high enough to force the play. Got Albers up top trying to trap.
Link over to Bowers. Now Logan Link has it. Now Richard on him.
They tried to kind of trap there. They don't appear to be doing that now, but kind of gambled.
There's a foul in the backcourt. That's going to be on Richard.
Didn't Richard foul the guy in the layup down here?
That's who I thought fouled.
The intentional foul
that first.
Everyone wanted in. So that would be a second.
Should be a second, but that's going to put Hayden Beckman at the free throw line.
Beckman on the season, 50% free throw shooter, 15 of 30 on the season. Scoreless tonight.
If he misses the rebound, he connects. St. Henry with a 1-point lead. Clock is coming up on 20 seconds, folks. Steffi with the basketball. Link on him. Albers comes out. He rolls back inside. Bergman picks him up. Steffi out front. He's going into the lane off the glass. It doesn't go. Albers puts it up. It doesn't go, and St. Henry will have the rebound. Bikey does, and he is fouled by Niemeyer.
With Wildcats got a shot there. It looked like St. Henry wanted Albers for, quote, over the back, but he's 6'8". He was playing behind a shorter player. He was able with his arms to reach, grab the offensive rebound. So I agree, no foul, but he missed the putback. Timeout, Minster.
Boy, how do you call timeout when you give the ball to the...
Because the official that called timeout said I was blowing a whistle before I handed it to him, I guess. I didn't bang play. He might have been looking away. Didn't know the ball was dispersed to the shooter. Timeout, Minster.
That's interesting. Yeah, timeout, Minster. Both teams have 1 timeout each. Both teams are 5 fouls each. And we've got 6.3 seconds left. St. Henry with a 1-point lead.
That's pretty much it. You got it well said. Other than that, it's a normal day on a Friday night at Midwest.
A Friday night in the MAC. What can we do?
Well, it's warm in the gym. It's getting cold outside, so let's stay here for a while.
I'm just fine with this. It's been a great contest. It's funny that the leads that we've seen, each team has been just so close to putting each other away, but it's just never happened.
Yes, and it's been an interesting, entertaining game. And again, at times I really thought, like you said, there was a spell there where I said one team's got a chance to blow this open, the other team's got a chance to get back into it. And St. Henry kind of responded, got that big deficit of 10 tied up, and long story short, we're down here to 6 seconds.
Mikey connects. He's got 27. Second free throw is good. Timeout, St. Henry. So the timeout will force.
Well, the two made free throws will force Minster
to take the three.
And
so
now
you got Cole Richard, who I think probably percentage-wise might be the best.
He is.
If he isn't,
he's 16 of 44 for 36%.
So the odds are with Cole Richard.
People on him, so someone else is going to be forced to take it. Or if you're St. Henry, do you foul them, put them at the foul line, shoot two, and hope that they make the first and miss? They hope they miss them both, but force Minster to maybe make one, miss one, get the offensive rebound, put it in at the buzzer to tie it.
If you let them have the inbounds pass, so the defense should play it so they get it in the backcourt somewhere.
Exactly.
And then foul.
Or at least while they're going backwards. I mean, I wouldn't foul them right away because if they catch it on this side, they're not going to hit if they hit a three from 60 feet, they're going to deserve to tie. But, when they get across the front court, then maybe foul, and that would put them at the line for two. But you'd love to have Minster, if you're St. Henry, catch the ball coming towards the left hoop, St. Henry's hoop, to kill some time.
Niemeyer's going to toss it in. 6.3 seconds left. Count is on.
Oh, too high.
Too high for Albers, and St. Henry is going to hang on and win this one as a foul with 0.9 seconds left. By the time anybody could get around to fouling anyone, the ball had bounced in front of the St. Henry student section, and that's going to put Hayden Beckman at the free throw line. 0.9 seconds. St. Henry backs away. Here comes the free throw. Beckman hits it. And Coach Rosenbeck says, get behind the midcourt line. Second free throw. It's there. Beckman's free throw is going to wrap this one up. Steffi puts it up off the glass. And Minster loses a heartbreaker by 5 points as St. Henry pushes their league record to 3-1 overall and 7-3 overall. And the ride down 119 for the Redskins will be a pleasant one. Minster, on the other hand, they fall to 3-5 and 0-2 in league play. And they move on. They'll play Sunday in the Martin Luther King Classic at Fort Loramie against a very, very good Toledo Christian team. And St. Henry, as we said, they'll move on and play Versailles on Saturday afternoon at 2:30. Versailles, of course, weather issue with the Parkway contest, so that game is canceled. So Versailles will come in without having played on a Friday night. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for tonight's game. First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, Grand Lake Health Systems, Borchers Family Floor Store, and NK Telco, our scoreboard sponsor. First National Bank, keys to the game, Keyhole Pizza, timeout sponsor, Precision Strip. Our player of the game, which we will announce here in a moment or two, brought to you by NK Telco, and our halftime and post-game statistics all brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems. And also our live view sponsor tonight, Borchers Family Floor Store. Other sponsors, Carriage Works, Chiltech LLC, Cy Schwederman, Dickman Supply, Elmwood Assisted Care, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, SecureCom, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Crown Equipment, Shelby County Veteran Services, St. Henry Bank, and WCSM all bring you tonight's contest from Minster. Replays of tonight's game on NK Telco Cable or the NKT.TV app, channel 152 on January the 15th at 6 p.m. and on channels 3 and 503 on January 26th and 27th at 4 p.m. You can also watch games live via pay-per-view through nktelco.com/sports and more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. So once again, St. Henry moves to 7-3 and 3-1 in league play. They'll play Versailles on a Saturday afternoon game before moving on to play at New Knoxville on Friday, January the 19th, and at home on Saturday, January the 20th against Ottoville. Minster, of course, plays Sunday at Fort Laramie against Toledo Christian in the MLK Classic before playing on Tuesday against Botkins here at home, and then Friday against Versailles and Saturday at Fort Laramie. So big stretch of basketball coming up here for Minster. Off to a tough start here, in our post-game stats brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems. Jess, what do the numbers tell us?
Competitive basketball is what it came down to. Entertaining basketball was a fun one to do, but what it came down to is the final numbers look like this. For St. Henry, 20 of 44 from two-point shooting, just 2 of 13 from three-point shooting, but they hit the biggest one of the game, if you will, at the end of the fourth quarter by Luke Beike to tie it. They finished 2 of 13 from three-point shooting. Overall, the Redskins were 22 of 57 from the field. Minster, two-point shooting, 19 of 42. They were 4 of 12 from three-point range. Wildcats finished the game 23 of 54, so very comparable. 22 of 57 for St. Henry, 23 of 54 for Minster. Free throw shooting, St. Henry 16 of 24. Minster 7 of 11. Rebounding in the basketball game, St. Henry 33 rebounds. Minster also 33 rebounds. St. Henry, of those 33, they had 13 offensive rebounds. Minster pulled down 10 offensive rebounds and turnovers. St. Henry finished with 12. Minster with 17. A couple of those came up big late in the fourth quarter and overtime to kind of, if you will, hurt the Cats with those turnovers late. But those are the final numbers for the teams. Individual scoring went like this. Luke Beike, 28 for St. Henry, 20 from Evan Bowers, 4 from Devin Delzite, 2 from Curtis Putoff, 4 from Caden Bergman, 3 from Hayden Beckman, and 1 from Logan Link for their total of 62. And for Logan Link and Hayden Beckman, those free throws came up big late in the game. That's kind of what ultimately was the spread of the game, if you will, for the Redskins. Individual scoring for the Cats, Minster Wildcats, Cole Richard, 18, Brogan Steffi, 15, Cole Albers, 11, 5 from Cole McClurg, 4 from Ian Homan, 2 from James Niemeyer, and 2 from Connor Smeezing, their total of 57. So 62 to 57, your final score. Competitive game. A lot of numbers very similar here. It just happened that St. Henry made enough. Comes down to positive plays, a shot here or there, a defensive steal, and they were able to, in this accordion game of this back and forth, you take the lead, I'll come back and get it. You take the lead, I'll come back and get it. Well, as it swung, St. Henry had the momentum and the 5-point lead when the clock struck 0.
Yeah, and you take a look back at this game, and you see, like Beike's three-pointer. That's one of those shots that you're always going to remember. I think line drive, it goes in, and could have been even possibly might have been fouled.
Or if the contact was a little bit stronger on the ball handler, they call a foul before the pass even goes to the corner,
and they take the shot away.
Yeah, and then you reline out of bounds. So a lot of, long story short, that's why you play the game. Luke Beike hit the shot he needed to. It was one of their 2 made three-pointers on the night, but it counted and enabled his team to extend the game and come up with more points in the overtime and win by 5.
And thoughts on player of the game brought to you by NK Telco. It's a tough one. If you look at Minster, it's a tough loss, first of all, at 5 points. And you look at, 3 players in double figures, and, all 3 of them were vital to everything that the Wildcats did. And
yeah, offensively, these are the 3 guys that normally are going to get your points, at least right now. But, they're all pretty steady. Cole Richard had a huge third quarter with a couple. He had a 3-point play, a 4-point play.
And that really put him out to the
actually, he didn't make the 4-point play, but he had a 3-point play, then got fouled making a 3-pointer, missed a free throw, came up in the fourth quarter, made it an N1 bucket. He scored 15 of his points in the second half, and 2, 4, 5, 8 of them in that third quarter where Minster scored 23. I talked myself into it. My vote's going to go to the 6-foot sophomore, number 4, Cole Richard.
So Cole Richard, our player of the game tonight, brought to you by NK Telco. What can we say? What a game.
I'm wore out.
That was a game.
I didn't even run up and down the court, but it was a entertaining basketball game and good entertainment and a good battle. These teams played hard. It was chippy from maybe, I don't know if chippy is the right word, but it was, there were some conversations early on between officials and players and just a lot of pressure defense and very aggressive play. This was not a passive leisure game. These guys played hard. St. Henry's got to turn around and do it in about, 17 hours or 16 hours. Minster's going to have a day off Saturday and come back and play a very talented Toledo Christian team Sunday night.
So that's going to do it for us from Minster. Once again, the final score, St. Henry in overtime defeats the Minster Wildcats 62-57. I'm Dave Helmstetter. With me tonight, Jeff Henchen. You've been watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.